Okay, you can rest, sit.
The 26th of August, the Bourbon Argos, one of MSF's search and rescue ships, has on board 800 people rescued in 2 operations in just one day. They're from Syria, Côte d'Ivoire or Mali.
I'm very relieved and happy. It all went well. Everyone seemed to be okay, just exhausted and dehydrated. It's extraordinary.
In a little over 3 months, MSF teams have rescued 11,482 people, mainly off the coast of Libya. At the beginning of August, this Syrian couple and their little girl survived the sinking of their makeshift boat.
I lifted her up and shook her to make her bring up the water she had swallowed. I can swim, but she can't.
200,000 of the 300,000 people who have already crossed the Mediterranean Sea this year have landed in Greece. European regulations stipulate migrants must be registered in the first country in the Union they enter. But there is no system in Greece to deal with such large numbers of migrants and refugees.
This system is not good. I already stay here 7 days. My friend is 20 days stay here. No food, no water, no others. No water. This is very dangerous situation.
There are several thousand refugees on the island of Kos. As there are no reception facilities, they live out in the open, with no protection from the blazing sun. Some are directed by officials to a stadium where there's no drinking water or sanitation. At one of the sites where migrants have set up their own refuge, MSF teams distribute basic necessities and provide medical consultations.
We are really focused on the mobile street clinic, which we usually see more vulnerable groups like pregnant women, infants, children, and handicapped patients. Mostly what we see is respiratory tract infection, traumatology, while those people are sleeping in the streets due to the traveling conditions, skin diseases, and common cold, mostly to babies, because they are more sensitive in the weather condition and sleeping outside.
As there's nothing for them here, many migrants opt to continue their way across Europe. From Greece, they have to pass through Macedonia. On the 20th and 21st of August, Macedonian troops fired tear gas and stun grenades to disperse thousands of refugees trying to cross over the Greek border. An MSF medical team treated 110 casualties in just 2 days. The Macedonian authorities finally allowed them through, enabling the refugees to continue their journey until they encounter the next hurdle. Médecins Sans Frontières staff are tending to a 1-year-old boy in the Mobala Community Health Centre. He's suffering from severe malnutrition.
La malnutrition, c'est une maladie donc qui diminue l'immunité de la personne. Si une diarrhée arrive, si on ne prend pas tout de suite en charge, ça va se compliquer. Donc cet enfant, il est dans la complication comme ça veut dire une diarrhée sur le terrain de la malnutrition.
Tiamuku is transferred immediately to Kutiala Hospital where MSF works. 1 week later, his health has improved.
I didn't think he'd live. I'm so pleased with the treatment he's had.
Children arriving at the hospital in Kutiala are often critically ill. Setting up similar activities across the region in community health centres like the one in Mobala has enabled teams to not only improve disease prevention and patient follow-up, but also to accelerate identification of seriously ill patients. 4 years of conflict in Syria, 12 years of war and violence in Iraq, repeated Israeli offensives against Gaza, and years of instability in Yemen culminating in the current conflict, the stream of seriously wounded patients who have no access to specialised quality care in their home countries is endless. Al Mwassa Hospital in Jordanian capital Amman is the only facility in the region to provide such treatment.
We are receiving patients from different countries, Iraq, Syria and Yemen for the main ones. And we are building also network, scientific and academic network with different universities in France, for example, and other countries. So Al Mwassa will allow us to raise a bit our profile in these medical activities and welcome researchers in microbiology, in surgery, in our programs, so we could develop this kind of network.
Deploying highly specialised medicine to respond to huge medical needs. At the heart of the Middle East, Jordan is one of the few stable countries in the region able to accommodate such a hospital.